Hi all, meeting again today for 10th standard algebra, 10th lecture for this coming year 2025. We have started with simultaneous linear equations. We have finished a few types. 2 दिन से substitution method देख रहे हैं. Today is the last problem of that type, but a slightly different one. यानी सब्स्टिट्यूशन लगता है लेकिन सब्स्टिट्यूशन करना नहीं है दोस्तों. इंटरेस्टिंग सम. हाउ टू रिकॉग्नाइज एंड व्हाई डोंट वी हैव टू यूज द सब्स्टिट्यूशन मेथड इज द फाइनल पॉइंट फॉर टुडे. दैट फाइनल पॉइंट विल डिस्कस फर्स्ट. एज वी नो वी हैव टू गो टू द माइक्रो लेवल ऑफ अंडरस्टैंडिंग कि ये क्यों यूज करना नहीं है. ओके वो अगर समझ में आया तो प्रॉब्लम इज फिक्स्ड फॉर एवर इन योर माइंड. सो लेट अस टेक वन प्रॉब्लम फ्रॉम प्रॉब्लम सेट 1, क्वेश्चन नंबर 6. इंपॉर्टेंट मार्क करो. आई हैव रिटन डाउन द सम. दोज हु वांट टू राइट कैन राइट डाउन ऑन और कैन टेक द सम लेटर ऑन. लेकिन देखो अभी क्या है. 148 upon x plus 231 upon y is equal to 527 upon xy. 231 upon x plus 148 upon y is equal to 610 upon xy. Equations 1 and 2. 2 दिन से continuous discuss कर रहे हैं that whenever you get x and y in the denominator use substitution method. और substitution method के लिए first step क्या बताई थी मैंने. Keep the constant aside. 148 into 1 upon x plus 231 into 1 upon y. 2 problems we have seen. This is the most important type in this chapter. But क्या लिखा है देखो. x and y denominator में है लेकिन substitution नहीं है. क्यों? सोचो 2 मिनट. क्यों नहीं है substitution? स्माइली भी आ गए हेल्प करने के लिए. ऑब्जर्व द आरएचएस फ्रेंड्स. कल के प्रॉब्लम और आज के प्रॉब्लम में फर्क देखो. ऑब्जर्व द आरएचएस. स्माइली इज सेइंग हियर लाइज द डिफरेंस. इन द आरएचएस डिनोमिनेटर वी हैव xy and xy here. In yesterday's problem and day before's problem we did not have that. ये फर्क है. ये फाइनल पॉइंट है. So because xy is present in the RHS denominator, we are going to multiply equation 1 by xy and equation 2 by xy. ये करने के बाद substitution की जरूरत ही नहीं पड़ेगी. That is no need to write 1 upon x equal to m, 1 upon y equal to n. समझ में आया final point? xy is present in the RHS in the denominator. Substitution की जरूरत नहीं provided you have got x and y here. Clear? अभी क्यों जरूरत नहीं है देखो. मल्टीप्लाई इक्वेशन 1 बाय xy. ईच टर्म को xy से मल्टीप्लाई करने में कोई टेंशन नहीं है. 148 अपॉन x इंटू xy प्लस 231 अपॉन y इंटू xy. 527 अपॉन xy इंटू xy. मैकेनिकल सिंपल थिंग. मल्टीप्लाई ईच टर्म बाय xy होने के बाद क्या कैंसिल हो रहा है देखो दोस्तों. सी x gets cancelled here. What remains? 148y. Y gets cancelled here. What remains? 231x. xy gets cancelled here. What remains? 527. So better way of writing the equation. 231x, x पहले लिखो, plus 148y equal to 527. Let us call this as equation 3. Because 1 and 2 already we have written. Now you will see over here that denominators में से सब variables चले गए. x, y without making substitution. Right? So this is one problem in the textbook where we think that substitution is required but not required. You have seen the meaning. You have understood the final point. ध्यान में रखो. Multiply each term by xy. नॉर्मल इक्वेशन आ गई. Now do the same thing. Multiply equation 2 by xy. Smiley क्या बोल रहे हैं देखेंगे. Friends, x and y have been removed from the denominator without any substitution. That's what we discussed. Now multiply equation 2 by xy. Equation 2 को xy करो multiply. Orally भी करो, यहाँ लिखा है मैंने. Okay? 231 upon x into xy, 148 upon y into xy, 610 upon xy into xy. Same way, x gets cancelled, y gets cancelled, xy तो चला ही गया, अच्छा हो गया. So what we get is 148x पहले लिखो plus 231y equal to 610. That is equation 4. So equation 1 has been converted to equation 3. And equation 2 has been converted to equation 4 अपने normal equation आ गए 3 and 4. Okay, now how are we going to solve these two equations simultaneously? Let us see. Smiley वापस आ गए आज के प्रॉब्लम में, बार बार आ रहे हैं स्माइली बोलने के लिए. Equations 3 and 4 को recognize किया क्या? 3 and 4, have you recognized the equations? Think और ध्यान से देखो, please look properly and try to recognize. 231x इधर है, इधर 231y, 148x इधर है, 148y इधर है. So about a week back we had done a type, maybe 10 days back, where we had written that whenever two equations have got big numbers and the numbers are interchanged, equations 3 and 4 को recognize किया, numbers interchange type, big numbers है interchange type. So numbers interchange type अभी याद रखो, कैसे solve करना है numbers interchange and big numbers. First thing is add equations 3 and 4. Get one simple equation. Subtract equation 3 from equation 4. Get another simple equation. Solve those two equations simultaneously. That is the rule for numbers interchange type. So because 3 and 4 are having numbers interchange type, adding equations 3 and 4 पहले add करना है. तो वापस मेरा डायलॉग आ गया है. Whenever we add two equations, do not change the sign of any equation. Write one equation below the other. So दोनों equation लिख लिए without changing the sign. Means we are adding both the equation. कुछ cancel नहीं होने वाला है. Don't worry, cancel तो होने वाला नहीं है because numbers are big over here and they are different. But something is common later on. कॉमन क्या है देखेंगे, पहले ऐड करेंगे. 231 plus 148 379, 148 plus 231 379, ये दो ऐड किया तो 1137. I have underlined here 379 is common. So 379 common, brackets में x plus y equal to 1137. and अपनी favorite step है, whenever that big number is common, take that in the denominator. X plus y is equal to 1137 upon 379. Division करो properly, division करो, try करो. 379 into 3, 9 3s are 27. You get x plus y equal to 3. That is equation 5. So numbers interchange type में, what is the method? First add both the equations to get one simple equation. Then subtract one equation from the other to get another simple equation. So 3 and 4, in 3 and 4, you can subtract a smaller equation from the bigger equation. So I will say now subtract equation 3 from equation 4. Because in equation 3, this number is 527, which is smaller than 610. ऐसा कुछ hard and fast rule नहीं है friends. You can subtract any one equation from the other. But now I have written subtract equation 3 from equation 4. वापस दूसरा डायलॉग वापस आ गया मेरा, लेकिन मैं बोलूंगा. Subtract equation 3 means change the sign of equation 3. To subtract and change the sign of that equation. From 4 means equation 4 को कुछ करना नहीं है. So equation 4 पहले ऐसा लिखो. Equation 4, 148x plus 231y equal to 610. From that, subtract equation 3. So subtract equation 3 means change the size of equation 3. Sign change karo. Minus 231x minus 148y equal to minus 527. Subtract means to change the sign, and don't forget, कभी कभी माइनस का भी प्लस हो जाता है सब्ट्रैक्शन में. लास्ट टाइम हुआ था. 148 minus 231 means actually 231 minus 148 gives you 83, but because the greater number has negative sign minus 83x, this minus this is plus 83y equal to 83. Again take 83 common. Subtract करने के बाद भी एक नंबर कॉमन निकलता है. 83 माइनस साइन है, कंफ्यूजन नहीं चाहिए. डोंट वरी, माइनस 83 बाहर निकल है, प्लस 83 बाहर निकल है. जस्ट टेक 83 आउटसाइड, कीप द माइनस साइन हियर. सिंपल रखो चीजें. टेक 83 आउटसाइड, माइनस एक्स प्लस वाई इक्वल टू 83, एंड देन 83 goes in the denominator here like this. I have shown here. So what remains? Minus sign है या इधर? So minus x plus y equal to 83 upon 83, and 83 upon 83 is 1. Cancel हो गया. So this is the sixth equation. Minus x plus y equal to 1. So बड़े numbers चले गए. All the big numbers are gone. By adding the two equations, then subtracting one equation from the other. काम खत्म नहीं हुआ. Last two steps बाकी है, हो जाएंगे. You have to solve 5 and 6 now. Solve 5 and 6 already भी कर सकते हो. Come on, go ahead. Try 5 and 6. X plus y equal to 3. Minus x plus y equal to 1. I have written one equation below the other, means I am just adding equations 5 and 6. Y equal to 2. Put y equal to 2 in equation 1. Equation 1 नहीं, equation 5. X equal to 1. So x equal to 1, y equal to 2 is the answer. So solution set x, y 1. समझ में आया? Quite simple. Only important thing was how to recognize कि substitution क्यों करना नहीं है. That was the final point for today, and that is the reason that we multiplied by xy. Multiply each term by xy. Okay. There is one more thing I would like to talk to certain teachers, that we need to explain these final points to the students. Just a humble request. Okay, humble request from me. So that after we explain the final points, then the students are able to understand how these two equations differ from another and why substitution is not required. Okay? Instead of saying just multiply equation 1 by xy and multiply equation 2 by xy, we need to say why to do that and why substitution not required. Okay, with just a humble tip. That's all. I know everyone is an expert in his or her own way. Just a humble tip from my side. Okay, back to students. Bye for today. We'll meet in another day. Important type खत्म हो गया. Now let's see how to go ahead. Okay, see you. Bye.